Hello and welcome to a new video. My name is Louise and thank you for clicking on this video. I thought today I would do a flip through of some of the things I did in January and some of the things I did in December because I didn't get around to doing a wrap up video for those months. We're now on the 6th of February. Been a bit crazy the last few weeks, months, yeah. So my daily sketch journal, I'll just quickly flip through December. It feels like a long time ago now. So what's the last page check? We're in video. There we go. So December, gosh, that does feel like a long time ago. I don't think I flipped through this. New Hobonichi week started on the 1st, which is super exciting. I'm loving my Hobonichi weeks this year. YouTube Wrapped, which was mostly Taylor Swift, Hamilton and Sunset Boulevard. I do love a musical. Stranger Things I've been watching. Oh, we had a pre-Christmas lunch at my sister's, which was lovely. I'm trying to remember what we did. I started reading Hamnet. Finished the Litmus Cowl. That was fun. Oh, and a nice day out with my mum to Preston Park to go and see an exhibition, which was all dried flowers. It was so beautiful. It was lovely. And it was all very Christmassy. So it's a Victorian museum. So there's lots of shops that have some like old packaging, which I thought was super interesting. Oh, and George came back from university for Christmas, the longest Christmas holiday ever, but it was so nice to see him. Watched on to season 5 of Stranger Things. New Hoover. important life stuff. Oh, and of course I was trying to get to 100 films last year, so on the 16th of December I was only up to 75 and I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to do this. Spoiler alert, I did do it. Started reading Crime and Punishment because I wasn't enjoying Jane Eyre. I'll go back to it, but no, not for me. Watched Alien, which is not my type of film at all, but I did enjoy it. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, that was brilliant. Walked to the supermarket. Watched the first time I'd watched Muppet Christmas Carol. Oh my God, I think that might be one of the films of the year. I absolutely loved it. Aliens, the second one, didn't enjoy, so I've given up on that franchise now. I spent most of the day trying to do my reading list for 2026 because I want to read more books if possible, because I didn't actually read that much last year. Well, I think War and Peace took most of the year, so that was fun to put some books together. Christmas, the 23rd. Again, lots of films. Paddington, loved. Princess Bride, oh my God, it's so dated, but it was fun. And a very cheesy, predictable thriller, which is always a good time. Christmas Eve, we went to my parents'. Oliver got lots of, he only ever asks for Furbies for Christmas. There will come a point where I can't find 2012 Furby Booms, but at the moment they're still available to buy. So we got a lot of Furbies for Christmas. So Christmas Day was very quiet, but a lovely day. Coming home on Boxing Day, packing up all the Furbies, very noisy ride home. And the days between Christmas and New Year when you don't know what day it is. Snow White, the remake. I'm not a fan of Disney making old cartoons into live action. I didn't think it was as bad as people said. I mean, it wasn't brilliant, but not that bad. Then I watched the original Papillon. Is that how you say it? And I thought that was brilliant. And then I watched the remake straight away. And again, that was good for a remake. I enjoyed them both. And then New Year's Eve, I managed to watch 3 films that day and made it to 100. And yeah, we had a quiet Christmas, New Year's Eve pizza, bit of fizz, and I watched Into the Woods, which I absolutely hated. I'm not a fan of Stephen Sondheim musicals. I think all the songs sound the same. The Roses was quite funny, another remake. And then I ended on Hitchcock, Dial M for Murder, and I loved that. So it was a really good challenge watching 100 new to me films, and it's made me realise that you shouldn't just think, oh, that film's not for me, I won't enjoy it. So that was all August to, I started this in August to December. So it's been fun, but it is a lot of work, which brings me on to January, where I haven't done as much. I need to sort of have a think of how I'm going to do this to not take up quite so much time. So again, I'm using the Midori thin book, not the Codex for these. We started 2026. Yeah, I did a bit of yoga. I always do yoga on the 1st, and that's probably been the only time I've done it. I went and watched the finale of Stranger Things, which I enjoyed. And then thinking about my knitting plans for 2026. Again, probably trying to use up some yarn. Watching Emily in Paris, which is so bad, but I love it. Cast on a new jumper, but I wasn't enjoying that, so that's now been frogged. Finished reading Hamnet. I liked the story, but I didn't love the writing style. It was way too waffly, flowery. I don't know how you describe it, but yeah, not really my thing. Watching The Traitors, love that. And then it was Oliver's birthday, so he is 16 now, and of course he wanted Furby for his birthday. So it was a very Furby themed birthday. Bless him. Not much happened that week. So I did all 3 on one page, which is fine. I mean, that still gives you an idea of what's happened that week. Sock knitting. Oh, and Oliver wasn't very well after. Bless him. Started reading Matt Haig, The Life Impossible, which was nice. I listened to it on Audible. It was quite nice narration on that. Started another new jumper. First film of the year was People We Meet on Vacation. I haven't read the book, but I loved the film. It's basically like when Harry met Sally, but it was fun. So we're up to the 14th. So as you can see, I haven't done that much. So I started talking to I didn't put that I'd watched Sinners as well, which I enjoyed. I was talking to my husband and I said, I fancy watching the Tom Holland Spider-Man films. And he was like, well, why don't you watch all the Marvel films? Because my husband and my eldest son have always enjoyed the Marvel films, and I've just thought, ugh, don't like those superhero films. They're all the same. So I started to watch Iron Man. And I was like, this isn't bad. And I love a challenge. So I'm embarking on a massive Marvel watch, which is quite the undertaking. There is a lot of films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I've realised that's what it's called. So George was still on Christmas holiday, but had to pop back for an exam. Oh, we got a bookshelf for the Furbies because they were all on the top of the stairs, and because we were getting more and more, you couldn't get down the stairs. So when Oliver was at my parents', we built a bookcase and put all the Furbies on, and thankfully he loved it. So they are all safe on a bookshelf. Up to Thor, 10 films. Spoiler alert, I think I'm going to hit my goal this year quite quickly. I was trying to buy some flowers to make me feel like it was a bit more spring-like, but the weather in the UK has just been so gloomy in January. We just have no bright days at all. My mum and I went to Preston Park again, and there was installation exhibition. Oh, and it was stunning. It was lovely, so relaxing. the day after my tulips all died. They're just like, no, Louise, it's not spring yet. You're trying too hard. So then we watched, no, that's pencils. Then I organised my pencils because I do a lot of art sitting on the sofa. So I have a box for my sofa art. And I was just getting more and more stuff. There was more supplies on the sofa than there was on my desk. So massive sort out. Enjoying watching Landscape Artist of the Year. Watched Doctor Strange. This was a nice day. Me and my husband popped to the local shopping area. Don't know what it's called. And went for Wagamama's for lunch, and that was lovely. And I was obviously watching Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because I absolutely loved Baby Groot. And I went into Hobbycraft and got a few art supplies. And then Sunday, oh my gosh, I watched Alex Halland. Is that his name? Halland? I think I've spelled his name wrong. Well, anyway, he climbs things without ropes. And a couple of years ago, I'd watched the documentary about him climbing El Capitan. But this, I think, was even worse. I could not have watched it live. I'm not good with heights. How he did it was insane to watch. My mum and dad went to York and got me a new ghost. I love the York ghosts. I've got quite a little collection forming. And then on Wednesday, me and my husband popped to Leeds to see our eldest son. Snooping at what people are reading on the train, always fun. And then we went for coffee. I had the most amazing almond croissant and had a lovely look around Leeds. I haven't been to Leeds for years. It was nice to go in the Corn Exchange, which was just so colourful. Really lovely day. Oh, that's February. So as you can see, I've done quite a bit in January, but not a huge amount, but it's still nice. Catch up on February now. What else did I do in December? It was Birds in December, which I started quite well, but I lost steam. That sometimes happens with monthly challenges, and that's fine. Generally using watercolour, coloured pencils. I did quite a few. I think around Christmas time. I like that one. Around Christmas time, I lost a bit of motivation. It's fun. So I like a loose watercolour style, but I do struggle with watercolours a little bit. Talk about that more in my next video. I did more of these than I thought. Why did I not start on that page? Check we're still in frame. Yep, day 15. 16. I quite like that one. 18. Oh, 22nd, I got 2. I quite like him on his little rock. It's cute. Continuing the theme of starting the month well. January, we were doing Joyful January, which that was, what's that? I can't remember some of the prompts now. Guessing that was birds. Quite cute. So I'm this year I really want to try and use up stuff I've bought. So this is some mixed media Strathmore, which is lovely. It's like cardboard. It's really thick. That was first stretch. The prompt was busy hands. So that was me knitting. I think this one was book cover. That's the Watercolour Sergeant book cover that I've just bought for Christmas. Got for Christmas. And that was Open Sky, but really it's not Open Sky. That's Whitby. And I just did quite a lot of that. Hot drink. I always like coffee cups. I actually made that into a little sticker for my cousin. And it printed out quite cute. Let's see if it's on a page I can show you. I quite like using bits of my art for. So yeah, that was turned out quite cute. I had watched Iron Man that day. So this one was shelf. That's actually working from, that is like my shelf in my living room. Another drink. Can't remember what the prompt was for that one. Flowers. What was the prompt for that? It's a cute little cat though. Oh, movie. So I thought about Lord of the Rings. If I was going to live anywhere, it would be Hobbiton. I think that was morning. Oh, a walk. And that is part of our street. A poem, create the life you can't wait to wake up to, which I thought was lovely. Simple meal, cheese salad sandwich. And window view. It's like a, yeah, I can't even explain what that is. Window view was the final one I did. So I did quite a few. But again, lost a bit of steam in January. What else have I been doing? So my Hobonichi's going really well, but I won't show all that because it is like daily life. Let's see if there's a page. So I tend to do stickers, print out photographs on stick. So I tend to print out photos on stickers, put in a lot of other stickers as well. I'm really enjoying cat collage stickers. They're just super cute cat stickers. So I'm keeping up quite well with my Hobonichi Cousin. And then I've got my A6, which is my creative. I think I flipped through this in my last video, so I'll just go super fast. And I'm just putting in anything that inspires me, swatching, collages. So sometimes the daily prompt can just be in here. The quote was one day, Blue Monday, little note. So I started to put some in here. I put like little, if I find something about an artist, that was Fairfield Porter's work. Oh, I need something to go there. Again, I was very inspired by the Preston Park exhibition. Florals, colours, loved it. What's currently in my fountain pens, the new pencils I bought. That was a daily prompt with coffee shop, green. And then we're starting to think about objects for February, which so far I'm really enjoying the February challenge. So hopefully I will get it finished. Oh, while I was in Leeds, found an art shop as well. And I got some new watercolour paper, an ultramarine that I forgot to buy. So I'm allowed rebuys this year, but not too much spending. Random printout of the Stephen King universe, because I'm trying to read a lot of Stephen King books and I'm only on to the third. So I've got a long way to go. The stand is taking me quite a long time. And then this is February, but really enjoying looking at objects this year. And my creative, final one, creative journal. I just add things into this when I feel like it, what inspires me, swatching again. So I put together a page about fonts and a page about cabinets of curiosities. As I say, that's about February, that's as far I've got. So I'm thinking I'm really liking putting mood boards in here, something I can look back on and just be inspired by different things as we go along in the year. I did buy one book in January. I bought How to Live an Artful Life by Katie Hessel, who is going to be a new judge on portrait artist. They've changed, so it's quite nice. It's like every day of the year. What's the date today? So it's all about love for December, February. So she'll have a quote from an artist and then a little bit about that quote. Oh, this one's actually Maggie Hamblin, who is one of my favourite artists, actually. Oh, so now I think I'll take that inspiration and do a page in my creative journal about Maggie Hambling. There used to be a documentary on the BBC. If I can find it, I'll link it, because I love her sketching. She wakes up and she does like a sketch every morning, and it's quite inspirational. She is fantastic. I do like her ethos. Ethos, is that the right word? I do like her art. She is fantastic. So that's been really inspiring. Oh, there is some photographs in as well. It's a shame they're not in colour. That would have been nice. But yeah, a nice one to dip in and out of when you just need a little bit of inspiration. Well, I think that's everything for January and a bit of December. Hope you're having a great start to the year. And I'll hopefully see you in February. Take care. Bye.